Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late. Whatever you do, don't set your clocks by me this morning. Happy Monday. Is anybody out there? Oh, you're probably given up and having your breakfast now, aren't you? I'm so. Oh, there's Lorna. Good morning, Lorna. Oh, don't know about you, but I've done a day's work already and it's only 9:05. Good morning, Margaret. Good to see you too. So I hope some more people will join me this morning. You're late too. Oh, that's all right then. Lorna, we're talking what, 6 minutes? I think, do you know, between friends, I think we can manage that. Good morning, Alison. Deep breath. Okay. Anyone else had a busy start? Right, it's Monday morning. Good to see you all this morning. Hi, Lynn. How was your weekend? Let me know. Tap out now. How was your weekend? I had a blank weekend, a good weekend, a long weekend, eating weekend, a sunning weekend, a gardening weekend. Good morning, Alison. Let me know, what have you done this weekend? So we started our weekend with our quiz, and that was great fun on Friday night. It feels like weeks ago now. You're here. I am Dawn. Yes, I was delayed because I've done a day's work and it's only 9:06. So we started the weekend with the quiz, and then that was Friday night. That was great fun. And Saturday we had our legs, bums and tums at 10 o'clock, and then our first ever Zoom dance party at 11:15. Now, you know, the thing about life is you live and learn, don't you? The Zoom dance party was a great success and people loved it. We had some issues with the music. But we've now learned there are two buttons on Zoom that we didn't know before, but we do know now. So Leanne, who's my amazing Pilates instructor in Exmouth, she sent me this little video as to how you can make your music better on Zoom. So we're going to be doing that, and then we'll do another Zoom party. It was great because you could see me, I could see you, and we were dancing to original music, and we really liked that. So watch this space. We will do that another time. Okay, so we did that Saturday morning, and then in the afternoon I just sat down, and Sunday I just had a really relaxing, well, I kind of had a pottery sort of day, and it was very normal and it felt very nice. And obviously it's Monday now, and it's great to be back to classes this morning. Now, I was really excited yesterday because I'm not one for watching the telly, but I found out that one of my favourite programmes is back on the telly, and it is Channel 4 SAS Who Dares Wins. I don't know why I like this programme so much. I just love it. There's the current version. Does anyone else watch it? Celebrity. This one is Celebrity SAS Who Dares Wins. And basically, they normally just have normal people, but I think because it's Sport Relief probably, they've got 12 celebrities doing it. And they do a much shortened version of the Army's SAS recruitment programme. Yeah, thanks, Dawn. And, oh, good. Yes, you saw my TikTok with Kate, my neighbour. We had fun doing that. We were a one-take wonder, I'll have you know. Yeah, so Lorna's doing gardening and farm work. Yeah, you love it too, yeah. So basically, if you've never seen Channel 4 SAS Who Dares Wins, they have usually 12 to 15 people, normally normal people, this one celebrities, and they get kind of like this current one, they're actually in the Inner Hebrides, but it's really really rugged. They have to all sleep in kind of like a barn on a camp bed, and then they get marched doing these horrible things. That's all right, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then they have to go and up to their neck in a peat bog, and they have to march home and look happy about it, that sort of thing. They yesterday, which was the first one I watched, they had to abseil, I don't know, down a vertical rock cliff, and it was just so interesting how they dealt with it. Now, obviously, for good telly, they always have a real mix of people. And they've got people like Brendan Cole, who's kind of like that Strictly Professional. So there's nothing he can't do. He's done it all. He can do everything. He's that sort of person. Then there are other people. They've got people like Helen Skelton from Blue Peter. She's lovely. They've got Katie Price. She's very colourful. They've got Anthea Turner. And they've got Lauren Steadman, who's the Paralympic athlete who was on Strictly a couple of years ago. And she's a swimmer and a triathlete. and is amazing. And when you put all these different people, you give them the same task, like jump off a cliff. They had to abseil down with their hands on their head, and it was a vertical drop, and they had absolutely no control over anything. So there were those people like, Brendan Cole, who's like, oh yes, I'll go first kind of thing, I'll just shoot down the cliff, I'm fine. Yeah. Lorna's just a very diplomatic, colourful Katie Price. I'll come back to her in a minute. So you had people like Brendan Cole who just like, yeah, I'll go first. And then other people who kind of like took a deep breath and just did it. Lauren Steadman, who's the Olympic triathlete, is amazing. Her attitude is just incredible. She was born without a hand. So she's managed to do masses, and she was interviewed during it, and she was saying things like, do you know what, I've been able to achieve so much more because I was born without a hand. She said, so actually I'm quite glad I haven't got two hands. She says, I've travelled, I've achieved so much in sport, and her attitude is absolutely amazing, and, has a completely, I can do this attitude, I probably won't like it, but I'm going to do it anyway, sort of attitude. Lorna just referred to Katie Price. Obviously, that's Jordan, previously known as Jordan, originally a glamour model, and she has been very noisy so far in the first episode. Made kind of like quite a big verbal exchange before doing anything, and everyone's a bit like, oh, just shut up and get on with it. But she's a really interesting person. My word, has she had to live through a lot. Yeah. So do you know what? I think the thing is, what you can take from this programme is your attitude makes such a difference to how you deal with things. And also don't take people at face value. If you look in any of the, the magazines and newspapers, they've got really lots of negative things to say about people like Katie Price. But do you know what? She can also have the most fantastic attitude. Her son is born, he's got special needs, he's blind, and she's I've just had to get on with it. Can't do anything else, I just have to get on with it. And I think it's really good to see beyond the headlines, isn't it? Oh yes, sorry Karen, better late than never. Yes, sorry. I've done double dog walks this morning. I've fed them all, walked them all, fed them all, showered, had breakfast, and I got in the shower at 6 minutes to 9. I thought, do you reckon I can do this? And I had to dry my hair. So no, sorry, I was 5 minutes late. So as I said to everyone, today don't set your clocks by me. But at least I'm here and I've got clothes on. Yes, Lorna, she is absolutely fabulous with Harvey, her son. Oh, you're late. Oh, I was late as well. Yeah, so I just think I'm going to really enjoy watching SAS Who Dares Wins. I wouldn't choose to do hardly any of those things. I'd abseil, I've done that before. Next week, they've got to jump out of a helicopter into the water. I wouldn't like that. I don't like going underwater. But it's incredible what we can achieve, even though we think we can't. I did the Commando Challenge on Woodbury Common. We've done that at Way to Fitness twice now. And it was interesting how there was a small team of us. The first time we did it, I think there were about 8 or 10 of us. The second time it was a smaller group. And it was really interesting how we like doing different things. I had no problem in the Smarty Tubes. The Smarty Tubes are tubes underground, absolutely tiny, pitch black. The tubes are about as wide as your shoulders and about as high as you kneeling, okay? Pitch black, covered in grit and rocks, and you have to crawl through them, and they were meters and meters and meters long. That didn't faze me at all. I just kind of like hummed to myself, just keep going, and I was fine. Other people were merrily freaking out, and we were going, it's okay, hold on, because you couldn't see anything. So of course you were in the pitch black, crawling along, and you only knew there was someone in front of you when you headbutted their bottom. So we talked to each other, we kept ourselves calm. But for me, it was the water going under. They had this thing called the sheep dip, when they basically shove you underwater, push you through a pipe underwater, and technically they pull you out the other side. That was utterly terrifying to me. And I absolutely hated it. But I did it. I did it once and, that was it. And so I was delighted I did that. So we must never talk ourselves out of things. We need to embrace challenges and crack on with them. Dawn says, I hardly did anything yesterday. Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame, Dawn. I think it's important that we have to pace ourselves when we're doing our exercise and not overdo it, because we can kind of want to do a bit too much sometimes. Okay, so if you watch Who Dares Wins, let me know how you find it. I want to know how Anthea Turner gets on. She's 59. I would say she's very physically fit. And it'll be interesting to see how she gets on. I think she's going to be quite calm and quite sort of solid. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. There were lots of people I didn't know because I'm not really into bloggers, and God knows who Joey Essex is. Anyway, I think is he an actor or something? Anyway, there was a DJ in there as well. I recognised Helen Skelton, and she's a real adventure person, so I think she'll be fine. But she was saying how much she hated not being in control. Oh God, the sparrows are back. So anyway, interesting. So let me know how you found that, or whether or not, excuse me, you're being a bit noisy. They really love this bush. I gave it a little trim yesterday. Oh, there's a robin. That's very nice. Oh, it's like a nature reserve on my step this morning. Anyway, I digress. It's Monday morning. We have cardio fitness at 10. We have pure stretch at 11:15. I really hope you can join me. Newsletter went out last night, so I hope you've read that. The recording of our Saturday morning legs, bums and tums always goes in the newsletter. So if you haven't received, if all my Way to Fitness Champions members get emails 5 days a week, and Andy we give him a Saturday night off from that, and he puts it in Sunday's newsletter instead. So I hope you can enjoy that. Anyway, have a wonderful Monday. Let me know how you find your favourite telly programme. I want to know. And I will look forward to seeing you Dawn's going to be there for cardio, okay? Pace yourself, everyone. Pace yourself. And I will see you very soon. Great to see you this morning. Bye.